First off, I think it's a very good photo. You know, we talk a lot about peak moment of action and all this, and that's what we're talking about. So starts off with a great photo, which is half the battle, right? You start off with a great photo.
Ball. You see the ball.
You see the first baseman catching the ball, and the guy sliding. There's a lot of good stuff. This has to be he was trying to steal a base.
I think that's checking him back on first.
Yeah, because
he's checking back.
Right, he was off, and the pitcher threw the. Okay. So here's what's going on. First off, it's crooked. let's start there. So let's click here, and then,
which, if we're being honest,
who cares?
Sports shots are.
Yeah. More sport, because you're trying to capture. Your job is to capture the action. You're not on a tripod taking all day.
It's the same with everything action.
All right, so I'm just going to hit the letter A and straighten it. So I went to the crop tool here. We're in Camera Raw, which is the same as Lightroom's develop module, exactly the same. And I'm going to go and just hit A, and you can see that. Watch, it just straightens it out. It was just a little crooked, but I think more than that, what we have is the worst thing is empty seats.
Yeah.
You don't want to see empty seats, and plus all the action's right here. So what I would do is, let's lock the perspective, or I mean the what do you call it? Aspect ratio. Now, if I bring it here, right, we see still seats. So if I have a choice, I'm gonna see very little empty seat and a lot of grass. So I'm going to go like here.
Yeah. Maybe. Where like the seats, it could be like a building. Not necessarily seats.
Something like that. You know, I know that we did the auto straighten. Does it still look, it looks a little tiny.
Well, if you look at the fence back there, the fence is actually slanted up to begin with.
I'm going to just move it
like the pads
tiny
are slanted.
So all right.
It's fooling your eye.
And then, it probably is. I'm just going to hit auto to give us a starting place. And that auto did pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I want to talk about auto for a second, because auto is using AI. It's not the old auto. It's not your parents' auto that we used to click and it overexposed everything. It actually does a pretty good job of giving you a solid starting place. So hit auto, see what it does. If you don't like it, you can just hit undo.
No.
All right, next, what I would do, I want to see the ump is actually an important part of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the masking tool. Now, if I hit select subject, it's going to give me the two players and probably him. Let's just see for fun.
See.
Let's just see. Yeah, exactly what I thought. Undo. Well, I can't really undo.
I wonder if people would even,
No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go create mask, and I'm going to choose the select objects tool. And when I choose that, I'm going to choose the option, and I always leave it this option, this square. I don't want to paint over stuff.
Right.
I've only had to use the paintbrush one time.
Yeah, you're just going to draw a box over what you want.
And I'm going to draw a box over him. Done. All right, that's the easy way to do it. And now I can bring up the exposure on him a little bit, maybe open up the shadows just a tiny bit. He's wearing a black shirt, and I don't want it to get all lost in there. Okay. All right, so this is looking pretty good. Next thing I would do is this. I would go down here to lens blur. Let's turn on apply and give it a second. It has to take a second to, let's see what it did. Here's before. I'm not doing much of anything. Let's go to 100. Hold on, we're going to fix this. Don't worry. 100.
Yep.
Virtually nothing. You know why? It's got to be the focus range. This little range here.
Yeah,
click right in the middle and just move it until you see that. Now look at it. Are you seeing this, guys? Are you seeing the background? Look in the stands. I
like to use that visualize depth thing personally.
Oh, you can do that too.
Because then it shows me like what's in focus and what isn't in that range, and then I can collapse the range down to exactly what I want.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good here. I just want to make sure it was getting the edge of his, but that looks pretty good. And I've got that up. So now look at the difference here. See the stands?
Yeah.
Look at the stands
you
back
just got
there.
An upgrade.
We just upgraded our lens.
Went from a 5.6 to like a 4.
Yeah. Or 2.8.
Yeah.
All right. And other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Now, I would go in here to effects, and I would increase the texture so you get like not lots of detail in the dirt and maybe just a tiny bit of clarity, because the dirt and the grass, you don't want to go too far with the grass. It'll look crunchy and weird. But I think that all looks pretty good. But the finishing touch would be, let's go ahead and open this. Then let's go and filter. You can go to topaz, or you can go to on ones, no noise, and choose the text sharp. But I'm going to go in here. Now, it uses AI to determine what kind of sharpening. But for a sports photo, I don't want standard sharpening. I would actually go to the standard model and change it to motion blur, very blurry, and watch. Woo! Did you see that on his helmet? Yeah, look at that. Look at his tattoo here. And the hair's on his arm, but the tattoo looks a little blurry. Look at the ball.
Yeah,
look at the detail in there. Man, I don't know if you can see that depending on what screen you're on, but it's night and day. And then we apply it. And I think that looks pretty nice. So this is the original photo. And then there's our finished image. Yeah. So you're tight in on the action. You've blurred the background so you don't even really notice it very much. And you've just set the toning up a little bit. You brought the ref out. I'm at the ref.
Yeah,
umpire out a little bit.
It's a great moment.
You nailed the shot. So nice job to the photographer. Well done.